Rich, mommy, Spanish La Liga table, no, because where so the table needs a see after Monday 24 and not 25 one match 8 of them. But see, Barcelona leading with 51 points, right? Real Madrid toss 2 51. Atletico Madrid toss 3 50. And the three teams in Inano, a 1 point gap ne separate two or more. In fact, Madrid ne Barca and Podi the same point, a head-to-head advantage in the goals, and a Barcelona at the warm winning. Now, we now usher into this weekend run of matches, you know, and Obia Onim will follow this very La Liga, particularly last run of matches, you know, and how controversial are referees in terms of officiating decisions, and it tells you say baby as say point gap na beduna this week in Ankasa weekend we know every referee decision is going to be crucial. It won't be just the matches itself, but a lot of eyes will be on referees once again. Barcelona are traveling to play against the Canary Islanders, Las Palmas or the Gran Canaria. Now Las Palmas, the Barcelona, in terms of form, in sharp contrast because Las Palmas form in your coffee say Richmond the toss were had the last 7 games in here and up lose 6. In fact, win back draw 1. And when you look at even the league, Unim said the last 18 possible points in the last 6 games, you know, 1 point.
Wow.
And the Las Palmas for Nankasa form on and as it now. Any even Valencia, Valencia the relegations or 18, almost the 17, almost the same point 23. And the say Las Palmas team could give you all because they are playing against Barcelona. Barcelona so 4 games, the last 4 La Liga games, winning 4 out of 4. And then not just that, 13 goals no match in the last 4.
Wow.
Consider only 2 goals. And the Chinese say Las Palmas for that 17, no. So person ye bibi and I was so give you all at the Gran Canaria. No, making sure so make me a bibi and yes, they will be finding themselves wanting because for survivor, so uncle relegation, no. Pedri nobody yet the former team. Yes, and this is a game that see Barcelona nim say team this season on La Liga and definitely say Obi Bedia. A team in that one, I'm going to be determined. Because a true say, honore, it is a 1 year careful. Shocker, on the Bema. And the as a Barcelona, are very careful. No more approaching this game with all seriousness because they know how much this game, results may be detrimental. Either to Barcelona and answer Las Palmas. So looking at that, Hansi Flick attach this with all seriousness. Again, on when in league table, know how tight, how competitive I are, or the other top. Don't forget when it's a game where a game are a lot of reports, and even the insiders just say Hansi Flick consider rotation. But as of now getting 2-2 because see, he's in a very tough month because this very month from Copim the next month about 8 solid matches. Which meaning say every week Barcelona with 2 games. So about against Las Palmas in the midweek Obebo Atletico Madrid. Ni weekend Obebo Sociedad in the league. Atletico Madrid then your Copa del Rey.
Yeah.
Oh we are no about Sociedad in the week. Obebo Champions League against Benfica.
Yes.
No about a league against Osasuna. No about return encounter of the Champions League against Benfica.
Wow.
No about Atletico Madrid in the Copa del Rey, in the La Liga. No about Girona. And the other matches how I was using the players now. I was saying at least or consider rotation. But see, a rotation say and no in the first leg and put the name Luis companions.
Yeah.
So I think we Las Palmas special 2-1. Because in the first half Lamine Yamal bench. I'm sure 2-1 bench in the second round, but still no more grow confidence. They won. And I was so who say rotation and so how it affected Hansi Flick in this season. Osasuna match, Celta Vigo. There are certain matches rotation be amwa. And ama osro kakra. That's the reason why a lot of airtime also echo with a solid lineup. And yes, sir, we've been hearing say ka Omo best started ahead of Pedri. Marc Casado Bebobi. Now Ababeje Abrante and the other Frankie de Jong, and then Abrante Bako, Femi Lopez. No Beji Pedri, but it looks as if say baby one Barcelona cannot risk to rotate. Yes, they are Kofi. They'll be laughing at the wrong side of their mouth. No, Barcelona game. No, in a nutshell, I think Barcelona are going to win this game. I think they're not going to do this game. They are going to approach it with all seriousness. Before the Barcelona game, 8 p.m. Atletico Madrid 5:30, and they are playing away our Mestalla against Valencia. Now, Valencia, my catch also the relegation zone 18. And the Onimze Ohia win. Said about your bag getting itself out. Carlos Carbon in him said this time around, say, or making sure so about approaching game way with the best of approach any former or the become. Because in recent times, and come form in your bad. But sorry, I'm more resource now. Unze defeat me in their last 8.
Yeah.
Now in their last 8, they defeat me no. Barcelona. Barcelona show almost 7-1 in the league. And Barcelona show almost 5 in the Copa del Rey. And it means that's all subtract here no. Omo Sevilla omo draw e. Omo one other game and no Copa del Rey omo rene ye. Omo Real Sociedad omo rene ye. Omo Celta Vigo omo win 2-1. We Barcelona dey any free mo. Omo Leganes omo rene and then they drew now at away to Valencia. And the omo last 4 games no subtract Barcelona. Even on last 5 omo rene 4. No omo draw 1. Telling you the kind of opposition omo babeshia. Fortunately for team and the Valencia. And they Abranti and the Enzo Baraneccha. Omunyina ene fit available for this very game. And enye no nko Abrante and Andre Almeida. Fortunately for them, Pepelu is back. Omu Abrante and Diego Almeida, who go Duro. All these players Kofi available. Atletico Madrid should know. Me debi amekase this season. Open La Liga, and even though they are competing, one of the teams who are taking advantage of Madrid and Barcelona, some poor runner or Munyana, Atletico Madrid. And it's one that it is because we want to take those advantages. And yes, sir, and come players and bad. Look at the squad and normally co game no. Oblak in post, Marcos Llorente, Abrante and Jose Maria Jimenez, Abrante Lenormand, Galan, Giuliano Simeone, Rodrigo Di Paul, Koke, Conor Gallagher, Griezmann, Julian Alvarez, and yes. Weak squad. Even Samuel Lino, any Alexander Soloff, and man, almost enough options from the bench. Conor Gallagher, and a gamer, someone approaching here because Mestalla and Omoko, and they know say league and say almost sweat fight it until they need to fight and fight to. I think Atletico Madrid won't lose this game. In as much Simmons taking my neck out because when him say game where so or show me into a very difficult month
against Barcelona.
Barcelona. Omo wie Valencia, omo bo Barcelona. Omo wie omo bo Atletico Madrid Bilbao ofie. Atletico Madrid wie omo bo Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Our Champions League first leg. O wie omo bo Getafe. O wie omo bo against Real Madrid return leg. No abo Barcelona in the Copa del Rey. No abo Espanyol Barcelona. Biem Spain. La Liga. No abo Barcelona return encounter Copa del Rey. Into omo so enter very difficult month. Into eso omo chance here with positivity. Omo born omo mienu die ni wi a. Real Madrid Girona. Now see. Say what Madrid da. Omo na ya da perform in the league table no aye tight. Because Madrid were leading by 7 points gap. Omo ne Barcelona. As at match day 21. Your match day 24. Yam ko baby ya. Barcelona better the top because Madrid in the last 3 games, Omo lose to Espanyol La Liga. Omo draw 1-1 to Atletico Madrid and the famous 1-1 draw to Osasuna. And the actual is Madrid last 3 La Liga games in Nyoman Koye, and they are approaching this game again. Jude Bellingham out, and the actual Madrid. I find myself wanting in recent La Liga matches, but so open the needed boost, the needed motivation. And what offered itself to Real Madrid say, Man City in the Champions League, winning against Man City home and away. And then look at the fashion. Mbappe ball hat trick. Now Madrid good game. I'm more that enough boost any idea. And they are not a game. We're now looking at our training. No, you can tell Sampa they know say this time round. So much positivity. No, every year the Champions League about to the La Liga because they cannot slip further down now. Amanfo bisa say in the absence of Jude Bellingham, who is going to play? I personally feel say and say yeah, Kamavinga said the multiple source cannot because Madrid need a creator. Already there is a Chouameni and Ceballos are Omubo Finfin. What I say? So why then do you add Camavinga. I've always said a Madrid team so who's a Camavinga any Chomeni boy midfielder almost short here one player. And the was so a creator. I personally feel that the coach should go for Luka Modric for maturity, experience, and the way bet me be a as supply attackers. Now so on pen up energy. Still because of creativity, he should go in for Abrante the other Goulet. No enough match practice. I think he can play this game and play very well. Girona and Ankasano in the last 3 games, I'm Real Madrid. Even last season, I know more form. No, Madrid Esho move home and away. Yeah. First leg, Madrid Esho saying 3-0. Ewo Muhonom Montevideo. Return encounter. I'm at the machine 4-0 or Benabau. Now this season, Madrid Esho 3-0. And in the last 3 meetings, Madrid Esho 10 goals. Omun Shebinti Madrid. And Madrid were good form and almost our momentum. I'll bet me the 10 results. And this time round, our mobile again. Unlike last season, they had all the top players, Jan Kuto, Atin Dubik, Savino, mention all the players. Ebinum Krakwa Leverkusen. And so here's our players, no when you free team, no and bad. They are still a mid-table team. Unlike last season, I know more competing with Barcelona 4-2 back-to-back. They say a team that won didn't win and I can't be a Madrid that show more trainer in the first. So I think Real Madrid ever win this very game. So I'm expecting Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, and Real Madrid. Or not to lose. Okay. Barcelona win, Real Madrid win, at least Atletico Madrid win or draw. Now you go England. Kofi 12:30. Everton good same park. How many Manchester United? Now very interesting because you name Everton and Manchester United match day 26. They to offer. Now you name someone for compare Everton coach David Moyes. So buy in recent times as compared to Ruben Amorim. Obaya or Numpo de Wacha Kakano. Moyes has been better than Amorim. And then Amorim man check Rombusan say Everton, no worry. And then David Moyes before team no. Moyes abe team and Orin Amamu Debisi United. And this year for United name Everton this year. Everton at the 14. Manchester United the 15th. In fact, Manchester United been relegation at the sense on even Conference League. And the DNA difference also David Moyes say adesen. I say no credit one David Moyes buy or adesen. Because Moyes buy in only 6 matches. When you 13 points. Man you Amorim 14 matches, 14 points. Now my Moyes results no. Kofi, we matches no. Oba your first game na Villa bonus so and Aston Villa you agree. Oba share Tottenham 3-2 difficult match. Okwa away ko share Brighton no share Chelsea 3 no. Okwa share Brighton 1-0. Or share Leicester 4-0 Leicester so Luis coach na won twa this year. What is saying LV Van Nistelrooy. And when Liverpool go 2-2 the famous 2-2. Nanu ya. Osan Rene against Crystal Palace 2-1. And the all form the money idea was to pick 13 points out of the possible 18. And on top of United, and then Everton say good impact or more motivation. It's not about the depth and your squad and your players, but United has been very weak. So why United are? Only the last 4 games, lose 3 in the Premier League, and the second summer United for the be pa. And look at what the coach said. Or say. The more where United matches, the more I know who more problems. Already, I can say a human said you're expecting. And the game Nankasa, and he's not ready to change. Looking at United and so need the way on mobile. Weak defensively, any offensive wise, and the Komenu Krepra. So, coach in Ankasano, I don't see why I should say, man, you be a free game. Sir, I think Everton. Either somebody near number draw a game, a Everton game. Oh, now you next match. Kofi, Arsenal, West Ham. I think, sir, Arsenal for the end of the debut on matches from over bar. And as I say, the attacking problem on more because of injuries. Paul, forward line, no Martinelli, Abrante, and the other Saka. I'm going to say, so I'm more by 8-1. In fact, Abrante and the other Sterling on your way, but we any on your people. And they show the problem against Leicester. They manage. One thing that you bet me a scare Arsenal fans and they say, even though they won by 2 goals, but it was difficult. Mikel Merino unlikely source the number 2 goals. And he against West Ham nim goals to Shano. And was Arsenal who said on attackers in your it is a set pieces number utilized. Say one chance me 8-1 bet me accountum and Atrosada. They should be doing that because West Ham are very weak. So why West Ham on the last 8 matches on my one. And no crown no more fear. And no when they consider 2 goals, one problem about Kudus Mohamed Nom a team, then they said they concede. I think that way, so Arsenal person will keep you on the chase, keep on with the fight because they are now closing the gap. Only Liverpool, Abeka 5 points, was saying 8, but I'm already Abeka 5 because Liverpool were 1 game. Our body at do money. And yes, Arsenal winning game with Bournemouth New Wolverhampton. I think Bournemouth should see home. Wataru Dango, Justin Kluivert, Antoine Semenyo. More vitality in the they will pick at least a point from this very game. Another one, Spurs and Ipswich. Kofi, tricky, but Spurs for the head up for because of our most of coach, you know. Yes, a game at least that's what I'm pick a point. Okay. Brighton, or Chelsea trainer. It is our best bet. I didn't think Brighton. Etimisha Saramte. Saramte. That's what Timisha is easy. It is Caro Mitoma, Abraham Diary, Joao Pedro, Welbeck, and all the other players in the order. If they are complementing well, look at Baleba Bola Obo, Giorgino Ruta. Into our say, our multi winning game with Fabian Husla, episode competing for Europe and power. They should win this game. Villa bet na few of Villa Park. Okay. They are playing against Chelsea. Next Saturday, such time kakra. They are playing against Chelsea. Now Chelsea, see. Yahu how I say Enzo Maresca team. Even more for questions, you man wait my because he's moved from second and they were out of the top 4. And the man here difficult. They say top teams in the Man City no. Abba maybe rack top 4 me bedene. Say Chelsea be you and Chelsea are playing against Villa. Villa no Kofi. From Enzri Kwanzaa to Tyrone Mings and Emiliano Martinez, talking from the defensive line to the midfield. They need about 4-4-2 and now 4-4-1-1 because Marcus Rashford are finding himself in the setup. The free kick and now about last 2 matches. Now we chances creation. Put that aside. Morgan Rogers and they were a young and a revelation player in their team. Asensio and then Ole Watkins early the attack. So who team no offensive wise creativity ni goes no on the flip side. You know how Chelsea struggled against Brighton. Yes. And then one thing that was revealed was attacking proficiency in because there is no Nicholas Jackson. Cohesion on a Kopama building. It looks as if lack of playing time in the Premier League. Anyhow, are on board with the main team. Are affected in the role, movement, and then the understanding, coordination, near attack. That is the end. So, actually, say. Villa for again coach in the yard say Chelsea coach win or draw what's it una coach Villa win or draw for Villa a big game in the Premier League Manchester City at the Etihad against Liverpool. Now for the past decade this has been the biggest Premier League fixture. Okay. Now and then will be a month for attach the needed seriousness to say time one no mummy no bosso so kaya Liverpool call Etihad started Man City by Anfield. Liverpool fans na dia mobile bro in the raise tension. Yes. And we share our Champions League. And na 4-3 ne 4-1 ne 2-1 and a return encounter and open me bana me hwe the Sadio Mane den ni boot na say wo Ederson kon hold the record. Enti some fixture we a heightened to the very highest and then it looks as if Man City for no omo ejane doom kakra and Pep aka say or respect it and slot and we appreciate adwuma na why any so much e ka obi no mo busa in comparison with club season no ka say on person obedience or a lot of respect for club it is not going to comment on him baby interview and air driving no now only one thing City lusu in the Champions League they are out. So it means that they are going to focus on the domestic front. The league and the FA Cup are almost struggle to defeat even Orient. Now league they are playing a difficult game against Liverpool. Game way a bet me a coach Chelsea favor, a bet me a Arsenal favor. Because a City lose a coach Chelsea favor, provided some bet match. Yes. So Liverpool lose and I draw a Arsenal favor to close the gap. Now, City for now on that defeat, and can show them last 4-0 victory at the same stadium against Newcastle. It will give you that needed boost. Say and the league don't bet my body and then the Liverpool should wait for something big. But Pep Bettenas and the first question was about Erling Haaland because Haaland MSC out the Madrid game and he was injured due to injury and the response I even Pep Guardiola de buy just say Haaland and sign fit so a game and the main guy Man City system in the first nine Pep box striker system the focal point ya Haaland so one tia say your first goal na dey say assist or ball no Haaland and they acting as a decoy one a focal point nti Newcastle for the first ball na ba Haaland or so one na Mahmoud ko share nti a chese ball no so mo build up Haaland no mo build akosi ni so now so almost started presser they be Haaland na even keep any delay crop first and to na started press and with and without the ball Haaland is important even though the nine cancel the man for but in the involvement of the team no on fan your man nti Haaland na onim no we saw how it affected in that huge fixture against Real Madrid they are playing against Van Dijk ni Konate no solid Gravenberch and then Szoboszlai and McAllister no unlike omo attack na Entimian flourish against Real Madrid Benabawu no Liverpool about with Mo Salah goes to be on share this season and clearly a Liverpool game this time round but I think maybe why say Liverpool question Man City where
this time
because all the advantage
okay
1 minute per na memfa code
no the room
na dem ya na me yosa
you
Serie A no fa table na to se no mo hwa de bi kofi onim say Napoli 58 56 me that say Inter 54 Atalanta 51 now last weekend omomiensa obi antima win in the match enti this time round when they bet me take advantage Napoli abokomu na me slow match ni see match bia come for no Real Madrid akran say Nico pass 9 Serie A goals for no to nchen so all Fabregas any our all share Como team now it looks as if particularly big teams and we are more results now they are one of the teams that won't even predict to matches whether we go home and we go away Napoli so yes Conte is doing well and I love a style now all bona used to even stop Scott McTominay or deep but always on the boy as a second striker to Lukaku now Nante na can occupy flanks and the way our attacker also goes but they are playing against Como fee and Como are coming on the back of that convincing win last weekend and there's a Napoli power with me winning this game because point gap near 2 I've always stated this say so over league table now you may be deceived say Napoli is the best team in the Serie A but I still believe Inter now how many Inter how many points? Near 2. Inter everybody game. Inter game the fatos na Genoa. A winnable game ene. What I say? China sorry, I game I think China. AC Milan we are na Inter. Okay. So AC Milan yes, AC Milan na Inter. Good. Omone Genoa. Now that game ni winnable. And the Inter club to be that top before Napoli game na China. What I say? And looking at Inter Milan, they are the only team in the Serie A over Champions League.
Yeah.
It should just tell you aside players and then definitely coach, and then them being the defending champions of the Serie A, say our team near strong. So I think looking at what's at stake again, minimum how deep Ademola Lookman and then the coach Jean-Pierre Gasperini won talk ebe affect you game against Empoli. But I've watched Empoli at home. Initially, they were banned and no more matches in an empty stadium. But Empoli for so highly difficult to predict. I think so. Omutimi a survey assembly with ease. Not trouble be a ma. I say Omutimi winning this game because attacking proficiency in Charles de Catalari or more Abrante and the other Rategi. Even if Ademola Lookman is going to feature in this very game, that's why I say so Obekono. Omunyi now will give them that creativity and the number of goals that they expect. So I think this week in Ankasano, Napoli game needing. Okay. Inter game no lose winnable and then Atalanta game no sweating. So I see Inter going top this very week. So these are the matches. Any Kofi Kakra. No. Code no.